And I say to you, friends, we are built to code at this church. And we will be, by God's grace, no matter what. Because there is no other option if you're going to be Christ's, if you're going to truly be Christians, if you're going to truly be the church, you must say, yes, Lord, and nothing else. And when we do this together, hear me, friends, do it together in supernatural unity. This is absolutely critical. It's the crescendo, if you will. Because Jesus said that when we do it together, that's my calling card. That's what's going to show the world that I truly am Lord. Not when you get out there and do a bunch of great stuff, but when you are so close together, so supernaturally unified, as I and the Father are one, that you will be one. One horizontally and one with us. He said, then the world. See, they're not going to look at your resume. They're going to look at this relationship and say, wow, look at what they're doing. Look at how they're loving one another. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them in the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, I also have sent them. Jesus doesn't just say it now resurrected. He said it in the midst of his most intimate prayer to God the Father. He prayed for you and me to be unified supernaturally as we faithfully obey and are poured out, showing the world him. As the Father has sent me, I send you, unified. Show the world this love, and I will change the world through you. I brought the quilt back again because it demonstrates that love. It demonstrates God's blueprint. All useless swatches, no rhythm, no pattern, nothing about them. Individually, they're scrap. Together, they're absolutely beautiful. Individually, not an ounce of warmth. Collectively, they could save your life. This is the picture of the church. This is what it is like to be built to code. The boundaries, there are none. The pattern, there isn't one. It's the red thread of the gospel that weaves us together as a family. This is what it is to be built to code. But if you take a redwood, one of the most majestic and amazing pieces of God's nature and creation, most of us aren't familiar with a redwood or a redwood forest. But do you know what makes the redwood forest so strong? You would think this massive tree, literally you could drive through a car. Can you imagine how deep and how big the root system must be to hold one of those bad boys up? The root system is extremely shallow, and they're not big at all. What you find holding a redwood forest together is the woven interconnectedness of their very small, shallow root system. Each individual tree does not have enough roots to hold itself up. But what happens is they come together and they're all woven together. And the strength comes through their unity. And the strength of one becomes the strength of all. And the strength of all becomes the strength of one. Just like there isn't a single swatch in my quilt that's worth anything. And it wouldn't be of any use. But boy, you put them all together. And this now is not only a portrait of the church, but it's a potentially life-saving blanket. To be built to code is to be that locally, regionally, and to the ends of the earth. Without walls, without boundaries, without traditional rules, without religion and its rituals, but to simply say, yes, Lord, and to look into the Scriptures, and when you see God doing something in the Scriptures, to embrace it when He calls you to do it as well. And I tell you, as a local church, that's exactly what's happening right now. And I invite you to come be a part of what He's doing.